Welcome back to Color Class. I'm Sarah.
I'm Lucinda.
And today we're going to be talking about whenever you see that person who just looks effortlessly put together walking down the street, and you're like, oh, they don't stumble over the word effortlessly.
Yes. Isn't that good?
They look fantastic. They just look like a boss.
Yes. And if I could kind of add something else to it, if we do our jobs perfectly, and we do, you're going to be able to put together outfits that look amazing on you. And that's just par for the course. But sometimes you run across people, and this show came about because of our client recently, who had written in her questionnaire, she said, I don't have a favorite color, and I'm just exhausted by it all. And that made me really sad.
Yeah, of course.
And you know, I decided.
You know, today we are struggling, so hopefully we can get through this.
Because nobody should have to feel that way. Just feel tired by it all, and so I think that we did make a difference by giving her, you know, her perfect colors and stuff. But she asked for something, and then I totally got it. She goes, "I need the Steve Jobs outfit." And I recall, you know, he always wore the gray turtleneck sweater.
Yes.
And that was all he had in his wardrobe.
The jeans with the black,
And that was his uniform, and that was his thing. So there are two schools of thought in color analysis, and I want to go over both of them because this is color class, and we need to know these things. One school of thought is that we give you a whole rainbow of colors, every color in the rainbow, except maybe orange and sometimes yellow. But even though they may not be your best colors, we give you your best version. Oh my gosh.
We are struggling today.
I know. Please bear with us. We give you your best version of every color in the rainbow to a point. Almost without exception. Almost. And that's so that we can say to the public, you know, we're not going to tell you what colors you can't wear. We're going to tell you your best colors, the best colors you can wear without exception. But that does something. It changes kind of the dynamic, and it leaves you with questions. Because if we give you your best version of purple, for example, or your best version of
green,
your best version of that, but it might not have been in your typical palette. It might not be the best color for you. It's just your best purple.
Now, I am going to say something really quickly so I can go off topic.
Oh, please.
Just so you stay around. We are going to be giving you 5 shades that you can wear. Pretty much we are giving you like your fabulous 5 shades. Now, I want to take us off topic because you were talking about green, and I was looking at your shirt and your lip color. You are looking very warm today.
Yeah. Well, that happens when the weather, when it gets warmer. In fact, I want to do a show on that. So hit subscribe because I've got 2 shows that I really want to do. One, how do you change in the summer? Because even if you put on sunscreen and you do all the things that you're supposed to do in the summer, you are going to change. And we're going to tell you about that in the next video.
Eat a ton of carrots. That's another thing.
Yeah, I don't. I barely put a vegetable in my mouth. So
that is so true, which is like very true. Yes.
It is.
Totally forgot what I was going to say. But don't you see like the warmth with the shirt, the lip gloss? It's all kind of warming up. I love it. Summertime.
However,
okay.
If you put your hand up.
Yes, I'm still the warmer. It's funny because if you look at her skin tone versus mine, who looks warmer?
I'm all blue. Anyway, so
literally, your hand looks like my face. And you see the differences. Like, maybe you should eat some veggies. Maybe that might help the situation.
Sarah is vegan. And
all I eat are veggies.
Veggie. And I am the antithesis of a vegan.
And might I add, she lives with me. So I just want to say our refrigerator is wild.
Well, no, it's just.
It is like half of it meat and cheese. And then the other half is like veggie in like vases and like lettuce everywhere.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Now,
anyway.
I'm so sorry. Had to take us off topic, and then it came around to our fridge. So we are back at the fabulous 5 colors.
Oh, that sounds like a food. It sounds like a diet too, doesn't it? Oh, what's your fabulous 5?
So
The point is, one school of color analysis is that you can wear every color. It just has to be your version of every color in the world.
Yeah.
There's another school of thought, and it's primarily ours, the color class theory.
There's another school of thought.
Is that you have a fabulous 5. So what we want to propose to you is in your 20 palettes, there is a fabulous 5 for you. And if you look at building your wardrobe around your fabulous 5, you will find that you tend to look great.
And these fabulous 5 colors are more in line with basics. So basics of color, not the colors that we recommend having up here as like your power colors and things like that. These are what some people would call your neutrals, not in between warm and cool, but basics of color.
Well, for example, Linda Wright, you will see her in denim, cream, navy, a khaki. That seems to show up, some form of whether it's camel or stone or khaki or whatever, and charcoal.
So how does she get around wearing charcoal and khaki? So one's very warm, one's very cool.
Well, for her, her hair, once again, is a balanced gray.
Okay.
It's not, extremely, winter clear, or it's not spring clear.
Okay.
We adjust for that in our Fab Five recommendations by season.
So we're going to be giving them to you by the 12 palette system.
Yes.
And so think like soft winters are going to be in there, soft springs, clear autumns, and everyone else.
So you will find that when you look at your Fab Five, we should have named it something else because every time I say it, I'm like, ugh.
We're tripping up today too.
Yeah, which makes it like really bad. I need to go off topic and tell a story or something. I'll figure that out. But
that's what I did, and here I am doing great.
You are. That's why I need to go off topic and tell a story. Anyway, in your Fab Five, there'll be 2 to 3 somewhat neutrals for you. Don't think in terms of, it's only going to be gray or black or what. It'll be your neutral. And then 2 supporting tones that kind of lift up, elevate the vibrancy of your 3 neutrals. And that all adds to 5.
Does it?
Yes. Well, I said
you are not the math person here.
I am not the math, but I should not have said 2 to 3. But in fact, going back and looking over the palettes we created for you, I say 2 to 3 and then 2 supporting tones. It's because some of those may switch over and you might get 3 supporting tones and 2 neutrals, or you might get 3 neutrals and 2 supporting tones. So that varies a little bit, but they always, always, always will add up to 5.
Your math was on point today.
Thank you. I can't speak, but I can talk math today, which maybe, what that means?
The opposite.
Yes, it means that another lobe or side of my brain has activated for today.
Ooh.
We need to do a show on that.
No.
I wonder if one side of your brain or the other side of your brain helps you with color, and which side that is.
You did wear warmer colors today too.
Well, a little bit warmer.
What if it's a shift?
I know. I had a blue top like this on, almost identical to this. And I wasn't feeling it. It was making my eye twitch. So I switched over to this color.
Wow. And you know what else is happening? Your eyes are going a little bit warmer. I never see that.
To that point, I used a different eyeliner today. I used Mulberry. Mulberry makes my teal color eyes look a little bit greener, but then I have a mocha liner that I use that makes my eyes look bluer. So all of this was deliberate. It was in the back of my mind. It's sort of involuntary now with me. So yeah, I kind of did all that.
Nice. I tried to take you off topic, so
you did.
Now try to say Fab Five twice.
Fab Five. Fab Five. Fab Five. Excellent. We did it. Okay. So the great thing about embracing this is not only the economy, because let's face it, it works great.
If you got a gas car right now, we got to save somewhere.
I do. But it's also excellent because of the way it makes you look. Because remember what we talk about, visual fatigue in terms of people looking at you? when you're mixing and layering your Fab Five, you get repetition. It becomes involuntary. You'll kind of create repetition just naturally because that fits into your Fab Five. And what do we say about eye fatigue? When somebody is like trying to make you make sense, then the brain is not so happy. Mm-hmm. But when you totally make sense and you've got your repetition going and your brain is like in like smooth kind of viewing in terms of you, then what they see is beauty and they see youth. Now, we're going to give you your Fab Five based on your season. But what if you don't know your season? If you don't know your season, watch all our videos. That'll help. Or contact us about doing a personalized color analysis. We'll give you one of your 20. Or we're going to give you a way to discover your own Fab Five. And we're going to do that right now. Ooh. Here's the magic. What you do is you look at what do you already wear on repeat. Some of us have colors that are predominantly kind of filling up our wardrobe. For me, it's kind of a teal color, and there's a lot of that, and I wear it on repeat. Now, Sarah, what do you wear on repeat?
Green.
I'm going to tell you another secret about me, and that is I have some beautiful clothes in my closet. I do. I'm not just tooting my wardrobe's horn. You know that I'm telling you the truth. Mm-hmm. But when I come up at breakfast, I look like a bag lady.
You should not be saying that. We have to have this conversation over and over.
Yes, Sarah says to me, Mom, please stop letting words come out of your mouth that are less than complimentary of yourself. Mm-hmm. And that wasn't what I was doing. I was creating an illustration for you all that basically says we may have the most gorgeous, magnificent wardrobes in our closets where we choose, or we may choose, to put on layers of mess sometimes.
Yeah.
And that's just, it's human nature. And I'm not going to criticize you for that, because that is what I do, and I know why I do it, and I do it, and it's a comfort, I feel all comfy in this sweater over this thing, and at least I leave my shopping cart out front. Sorry.
Oh, no.
Okay, I'm sorry. But the point is, look at what you wear on repeat. The stuff that, not your aspirational wear on repeat, but what you actually wear on repeat, because that will tell you a lot.
Mm-hmm. Go to your closet and look.
Go to your closet. Better yet, go to your laundry pile.
Oh, I was going to say my closet would instantly give my season away.
Yeah, because her closet is all perfect and organized, and she's got one of these fancy closets where they came in and gave her a little cubicle for a shoe. It's ridiculous. My closet, on the other, did I tell the whole story of my closet? It's really fun.
Oh my God. I think we have told the history of your closet. I don't think
I have, because one night I was laying in bed and I was like drifting off, and I hear wham, bam, boom, rah, and I was like, earthquake. But it wasn't an earthquake. My closet had fallen down. I mean, it had fallen down, boom, bam, on the ground. All my clothes were on the ground, and all the level above my clothes were on the ground. It was because it was one of those metal closet structures, and
what happens when you put too much weight on
they fall down. Everything falls down. And like I said, I have a wardrobe of a lot of clothes, and they're beautiful clothes, but in this case, they were on the floor. So I hire somebody, and they come in, and they're like, "Oh, these things weren't in the studs, and this and that, and we got to go put them in the studs, and blah blah blah." And so they redid everything, and hang it all out. It's a big nightmare. So I'm happy, and everything's going fine, and one day I hear, bam, boom, crash, boom. They've fallen down again. So right now, I'm on, and my son-in-law, who I adore, says, "Please, I will pay for you to do a closet or structure thing."
It's gonna fall down again.
No, it's not. You know what I did? I didn't go to a handyman. Well, I got the handyman to put it all back up again, and he did a terrible job. And you know who you are because it was just ridiculous. Let me tell you what he did. He put all these different, support things all over the place. And then he thought I wasn't going to notice when he took the putty that you put on holes in the wall, and he put it on top of these support things like whipped cream. And it was like, it was horrible. Still horrible. But I know, and this goes out to you, my favorite son-in-law. I'm going to go buy one of those closet extravaganzas that she has someday. But instead, I went out and I bought 2x4s, and I measured those 2x4s, and I wedged those 2x4s up under my shelves, and it's down there. It's not going to fall down. Doesn't look great. I'm not going to invite you into my closet to... Well, maybe we should take a picture just for fun.
Oh my gosh, I cannot believe where you're going here.
Wedged under there, and it's not going anywhere. It's not going to fall down.
Give it a couple months, and you will hear a news story about how her closet fell down for a third time. I want to make it very clear. It's not the closet system anymore. It is how much is on the closet system. You have to have thousands of shirts.
I don't really. And particularly now, because I went through all my shirts, I sorted them. I took everything that was too big because I was losing weight. I took everything that was too big for me, put them in bags. I'm going to take them to donate. Do you know how many shopping bags I have right now in my car? Full. 6 plus a full IKEA bag. And my closet's still full. It doesn't look like it's still packed.
We know.
Yeah. So I do have some issues. Bottom line, at least I do my Fab Five. So my ridiculous amount of clothes that I have in my closet follow the Fab Five. The light gray, the teal. Yeah, I do that. I just have one winter shirt, one summer shirt, one semi-summer shirt, one fall shirt, one spring shirt of the same shirt. I mean, I have to do each.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Yes.
You have a lot of versions of the same shirt.
Yes, because, you got to deal with the seasons, and you got to deal with the neck shape, and you got to deal with the layering. It's a lot for one closet. Please put in the comments that I am not wrong. Put in the comments that this is just a closet.
This system that we're talking about now is definitely for somebody who wants to minimize their wardrobe.
Yeah, who has 3 shirts and a jacket, like your husband.
Not you.
No. Support my situation.
Well, I'm the same way. I have a lot of clothes too. So I can't say you're wrong. I think you're right.
But
I'm saying, hopefully the people watching this are the people who want the Steve Jobs wardrobe and want their 5 colors that go with everything.
Yes.
All right, so we're going to wrap this up. Promise. If you are interested in this download, head on over to Patreon. Don't forget, you can get your custom color portfolios done with us as well. If you are like, what is my season? Come to our website and look at the custom palettes. Or if you have a general idea, you can download on our website a digital guide if you're in that realm. But if you are somebody who has been color analyzed as multiple things before, check out the custom color palettes, because you might just be in that medium or balanced or in between soft and clear range, and that's where we specialize in our color analysis. Thank you for joining us today. Lastly, I'm Sarah.
I'm Lucinda.
This has been another color class, and we'll see you in our next video.